Well, good evening, race fans, and welcome to UltimateDirtTV. Tonight on the program, it is the Super Dirt Nationals. The Super Nationals, the UMP Modifieds here at Lernerville Speedway. My name is Brett Wheeler. Thank you for joining me here on this wonderful Wednesday evening as we get set for qualifying is done. And I'm just fixing up a few little things here, and then I'm going to bring up the qualifying result as we get ready for heat race number 1. Jerry Filippo goes quick time with a 16.139. John Ruggiero Jr., Kevin Van Horn round out your top 3. Matthew Selby, Brandon Holtmeyer make up your top 5. We'll see 5 6-lap heat races on the board. Josh Greenwald, Casey Brunson, Alex Berger, Jake Fromke, and Paul Hollander. Not a bad top 10, I might add, if I say so. Heat race number 1 will line up like this. Jerry Filippo starts up alongside Josh Greenwald out of positions number 1 and 2. Positions number 3 and 4 will be Joshua Hessen and Caden Jackson. Desmond Busby lines up out of position number 5, and Randy Reeser will start position number 6. Miles Jansen out of 7. Then you go back to Dominic Gordon out of position number 8. Zach Knudsen out of position number 9. Jimmy Riggs, position number 10. Zelvin Corbin along with Jimmy Diabo to make up the scheduled 12 drivers in heat race number 1. Cars are rolling onto the racetrack right now. It is straight up 1 to green, and they are 6-lap heat races. Top 2 to the main event, and we'll see 5 heats, so that'll be top 10 going through. And I believe we're going to have 3 last chance qualifiers where we'll also take the top 2 also to make up a 16-car field for the 25-lap main event for the Super Nationals. Thanks to the Iracing Champions League. Heat number 1, Filippo and Greenwald, 6 on the board. Lernerville Speedway, it's a very slick enough racetrack, and it's only going to stay this way for the entire night. Green is out, Filippo leads the way down the back straightaway. Hessen runs in that second and final transfer position. Keep an eye on Desmond Busby in car number 7. Look out, there's a little contact down into 3 and 4. Or 3 wide. Dominic Gordon off the racetrack in car 34. Let me tell you, on track equals fast. Speaking of on track right now, you're watching the 118 machine of Joshua Hessen straight up the inside right now. He had the door slammed shut down into turn number 3 by Jerry Filippo. Filippo going to go back to the cushion, down into turn number 1. Hessen stays low. He'll get the drive off the turn, but Filippo, again, he's got all of the momentum down the back straightaway. Hessen and Filippo, door to door. There's a nice little shot to the left-hand side of the 13 machine. Joshua Hessen leading lap number 2. He'll go back and stay down to the inside line. 3 wide for the final transfer spot. Filippo on the outside. Busby through the middle. And Randy Reeser in car number 28 was working the inside line. Busby and Filippo, contact Filippo. Well, I thought he was going to loop it there, but he done well to keep that one. How about Josh Greenwald? After starting outside front row, he fell back quite some number of spaces, to like 6 or 7, and he's now up to position number 4. He's trying to get by Desmond Busby, but the white flag is out. 1 final lap. Greenwald going off the racetrack. Hessen down to the bottom side once again, down into turn number 1. Staying glued to that inside line where he's been all race long. He will get the job done. Heat race number 1. Joshua Hessen will get the win from Randy Reeser. Home in second. Third will go to Desmond Busby. Jerry Filippo home in position number 4. And remember, top 2 will go straight through to the main event. Now there will be inversion of 8. So heat number 4 is going to reap the rewards. In fact, heat 3. So 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, and then 3, 2, and then 1. So second place in the next 2 heats are going to be pretty crucial because they'll start on the front row. Hessen gets the win. Reeser will start position number 3 in the main event. He comes home second. Busby, Filippo, Jackson, Jansen, Gordon, and Greenwald all going to last chance qualifiers. Heat race number 2 will line up like this. Casey Brunson, John Ruggiero Jr. on the pole position. Casey Brunson to the outside of the front row. Austin Hunter, position number 2. Todd Hook out of position number 3. Brendan Mounts out of position number 5. Chris Davis for Lone Star Racing out of 6. But Reese will start position number 7. Justin Carby out of position number 8. Bryce Sheesby starts position number 9. And Scooter Black will start position number 10. Jeremiah Hobbs for Empire Motorsports out of 11. And Justin Snow out of position number 12. So again, straight up, 1 to green. Not wasting any time here in the Iracing Champions League. And again, 6 laps of distance. Top 2 to the main event. Second place in heat number 2 will start outside front row courtesy of an 8-car inversion. Ruggiero and Brunson. Getting set to lead us off turn number 4. We're racing here in heat number 2. And we'll take it 3 wide, nearly 4. We'll go 4 wide for a split second in the middle of turn number 1 and 2. Austin Hunter in car number 8. Moving up to the final transfer position. Ruggiero leading the way after lap number 1. Now we'll see the only yellow we're going to see tonight will be half race distance in the 25 lap main event, and I'll explain that why in a few moments time or at the end of the heat race. Here comes Brunson down to the inside into turn number 3 and 4. Ruggiero still leading the way. Again, there's not a whole lot of moisture left on this racetrack. Brunson still working the inside line. Austin Hunter, he worked the bottom into turn number 1 and 2. He'll now go to the cushion in turn number 3 and 4. I'm going to say I thought the top might have been the quickest way around here at the moment, but after what we've seen in heat race number 1 with Joshua Hessen, and right now we're seeing these drivers move all over the racetrack. Who knows on where the fastest line is going to be, and that's the beauty of this one. Dirt track racing, you've got to search for the fastest line possible. Unless you've done tens and thousands upon thousands of laps at this racetrack in these cars. Down the back straightaway, we will come to the white flag for your race leader, John Ruggiero Jr. in car number 44. Hunter still sitting in second position. Hunter, he's got a run now down into 1. Will he think about it? I thought he might have. Ruggiero to the outside, Austin Hunter. He may have just given this one up, but who knows what's going to happen here in the final lap, final turn. Hunter slides up. Ruggiero comes back to the inside. Ruggiero says, yeah, you know what? I'll play the inversion game, even if I don't know about it. I'm still going to play the inversion game. And well done to Austin Hunter, who comes away victorious here in heat race number 2. And those results coming up on your screen right now. Hunter, Ruggiero go 1 and 2. They'll start 7 and 2 in the main event. Brunson, Hook, Mounts, Black, Davis, Reese, Sheesby, and Carby. Heat race number 3. Kevin Van Horn starts to the inside of row number 1, position number 1. Alex Berger will start position number 2. Michael Lake will line up out of position number 3. Dusty Ladner will start position number 4. Ty Dickinson will round out the top 5. Then you go back to Byron Meeks out of position number 6. Ronald Griffin 7th. Richard Begenwald out of position number 8. And you got Michael Dickerson, Aaron Ben Schneider, along with Drake Troutman to round out the 11 scheduled cars on the racetrack. And I can tell you 8 of those drivers are on the surface. So Van Horn in car number 83. Keep an eye on Dusty Ladner as well and Michael Lake. They might be one of the surprise packets to potentially get a transfer position. But here we go. Green flag is out. Heat race number 2 is upon us as Kevin Van Horn gets a little tight and he drifts up the racetrack. He'll lose the race lead. Now going to fight back down to the bottom side, down into turn number 3, and still unable to make the pass back for the number 1 position right now. Michael Lake running in that number 27 machine. Now he'll move into position number 2, relegating Kevin Van Horn back to position number 3. Have a look at Ty Dickinson and Dusty Ladner battling out for positions number 4 and 5. So 8 cars on the racetrack for heat number 3. And we are working on completing your 3rd of 6 laps here at the Lernerville Speedway, the Iracing Champions League Super Nationals. We've had a number of different classes over the past couple of weeks right here at this very racetrack, including street stocks, big block modifiers, and I want to say late models as well, as we come to the 2 to go. And the battle is on for the final transfer spot between Michael Lake and Kevin Van Horn. And whoever can get second between these two drivers will find themselves starting from the pole position. Berger leads the way with 1 lap left to run. There is just 4 left-hand turns to go. Kevin Van Horn takes back the second position. He stays on the racetrack out of turn number 2 and gets the cushion on the exit of turn 2 as we work out of 3 and turn number 4. Berger gets the win from Kevin Van Horn second. Michael Lake third. Dusty Ladner fourth. Ty Dickerson rounds out your top 5. Then you go back to Byron Meeks, Ronald Griffin in 6th and 7th, and Richard Begenwald in position number 8. Heat number 3, your official results coming up on screen. And it will be Alex Berger with the win from Kevin Van Horn in second. Now, courtesy of that heat, Kevin Van Horn will start from your pole position in tonight's 25-lap A main event. Heat race number 4, your penultimate heat race of the night, will see Matthew Selby driving the 4Link Motorsports number 46 machine from position number 1. Jake Fromke, car 63, will start position number 2. James Starry will line up at a position number 3. Dylan Wilson for 4Link Motorsports will start position number 4. It's nice to see this guy back on the service for D1RT. It's a 28. At a position number 5, it's Trevor Fitz. John Hell's position 6. Jordan Maherta 7th. Cody Williams lining up at a position number 8. Cameron Williams 9th. Wesley Lester at a position number 10. And Joshua Ringer scheduled for the 11th starting position. So don't tell me we've got all 11 cars. There's 8 on the racetrack, and by that count, we have got all 11 cars. Well, there you go. So 5th starting position up for grabs for your winner in heat race number 4. Otherwise, you'll start position number 9. If you finish in second, everybody else will go to one of 3 last chance qualifiers where we'll only take the top 2. Matthew Selby leads the way from James Starry. Jake Fromke in car 63, working the low side. Grabbing the cushion is James Starry in that 741 machine, but lap number 1 belongs to the 4Link Motorsports entry of Matthew Selby. Starry went a little lower there on the entry into turn 1. Have a look at Trevor Fitz as well in car number 28, a real-life driver. Oh, Matthew Selby on track, equals faster, comes back on. Fromke was there, and that gives James Starry the race lead from Trevor Fitz in second. It was 2 and 3, now opens up to about 6 car lengths down into 3 and 4. 3 laps left to run for your new race leader of James Starry. Right now running in the race lead. Then you go back to Trevor Fitz in second. There's a hornet's nest behind your 3rd place driver, Jordan Maherta. There is Wilson and Selby on screen. A couple of drivers that are no strangers to one another. Dylan Wilson off the racetrack. Dylan, as I said to the other boys, mate, on track, equals fast right now. Fitz going to the cushion. Here he comes, getting a run down the back straightaway. We are going to see the white flag coming out from Barney, the Iracing flag, when 5 down, just 1 lap left to go. Here in the penultimate heat race of the night. Fitz is coming with a whole head of steam right now in the 28 machine. He works to the outside into turn number 3 and 4. Starry goes to the bottom. Fitz on the outside. Fitz goes off the racetrack. James Starry wins. Fitz stayed in the gas. And he kind of had to keep that second and final transfer position on the line. Otherwise, it could have got all sorts of hairy for Trevor Fitz. But well done to James Starry, winner of heat race number 5. Trevor Fitz home in second. Jake Fromke 3rd. Matthew Selby 4th. Jordan Maherta. Dylan Wilson. Wesley Lester. Cody Williams Helms. Cameron Williams. And Joshua Ringer. Heat number 5, your 5th and final heat race of the evening here, the Iracing Champions League Big Block Modified Series for their Super Nationals, the final of the Super National Championship. Brandon Holtmeyer lines up on pole position in car number 31. Paul Hollander in car number 8, or the 13, will start position number 2. Jarrett Murphy in the 25 will start position number 3. Brent New lining up at a position number 4. Dakota Isley lining up at a position number 5. David Smith, position number 6. Stephen Wilbert will start out of position number 7. Stephen Dombrowski out of position number 8. Michael Schmel out of position number 9. And Chris Burnett out of position number 10. I'm going to go with Dakota Isley on that one. If anybody is in chat, feel free to let me know if I have butchered that name wrong. And Dakota, if I did butcher it, I am sorry. So it looks like we have just the 10 drivers for heat number... Oh, we don't even have that. We have 6. 6 cars, 6 laps. Heat number 5. The winner will start position 4th. Second place. Second place will start position number 10. Here we go. Lights are out. Green flag is out. We're underway. Holtmeyer getting a good start over the rest of the field in car number 30. Murphy in the 25 working the inside line. Hollander in car number 8. Moving back to position number 3. Then he's got Brett New, and this is a pretty good heat race, I must say. A number of noticeable and mentionable drivers. Recognisable names that we generally see here on Ultimate Dirt TV, whether they're running late models, big block modifieds, or even the UMP modifieds, even if some of them run on the street stocks. Hello, Patsy. Hollander the outside on Murphy. What a run there out of turn number 4 for the 8 machine of Hollander. Murphy stays through the James Rice line, right through the middle of the racetrack. But here comes Hollander. He's got clear almost. One on the top, one in the middle. Now he'll get clear halfway down the front straightaway. Murphy back to the inside again, getting a little tight, drifts up the racetrack. Now that allows Brent New in the Blinken Bullet 144 machine. Your race leader is Brandon Holtmeyer. 4 down, just 2 laps left to run. He's got nearly a 1 second lead right now over Paul Hollander. But Brandon Holtmeyer looking for a victory here in heat race number 5. Again, they'll start position number 4 in tonight's 25 lap main event. Into 3 and 4 for the final time. Give it up for Brandon Holtmeyer, your winner in heat number 5. Paul Hollander home in 2nd. Jarrett Murphy 3rd. Brent New 4th. David Smith in 5th. And Stephen Dombrowski out of position coming home in position number 6. We'll get ready for B main number 1, which will be known as your D main. And there it is. Holtmeyer gets the win ahead of Hollander, Murphy, New and Smith. Your top 5 followed by Dombrowski. And everybody else, it won't really matter because, well, they didn't make the grid. 6 laps, top 2 for your Triple B main. Let's take a look at your starting grid. Position number 1, Desmond Busby. Position number 2, Jake Fromke. Position number 3, Todd Hook. Position number 4, Brent New. Ty Dickerson, position number 5. Miles Jansen, position number 6. Dylan Wilson, position number 7. Chris Davis, position number 8. Dakota Isley, Richard Begenwald, Zach Nudston, John Helms. Then we go back and look at everybody else who's not even on the grid. Justin Carby and Drake Troutman. Scheduled for 14 starters. I reckon I'm going to have 6 or 7. Then we got 6. You know what? That's okay. Hello, Nicholas. You know, good chat, Nick. Good chat. You know, I'm doing all right. Thanks for asking. Here we go. First B main. 6 laps on the board. Top 2. Didn't want to talk to you anyway, Nicholas. Green is out. We're underway. Busby and Hook. Hook slides up the racetrack. Opens up the door for Brett New and that 44 machine. You gonna push me down? That's pretty gay of you. Busby still leading the way from new. Got those mechanical issues in the 44. Can make it difficult for other drivers around it because, well, you'd seen 1 second and not seen a second. Right there again, you see how difficult it could be for Todd Hook because he's got no idea where the 44 is going. 2 down and 4 to run. Hook takes over the final transfer position, but here comes Brett New back at him with another big slide job from the bottom to the top. Out of turn number 4 we go. Wheel to wheel, door to door, one more time. Hook and New going at it for the final transfer position to get a spot in the 25-lap A main event. Brent New off the racetrack. On track equals fast. I can't say how many times. I've already said it tonight already. If they had read the Power Plat's presentation, they would have known that on track equals fast. The white flag is coming out for your race leader, Desmond Busby, in car number 7. And he will navigate through the first and second turn. You see Todd Hook starting to close in, but it is going to be too little, too late. But it won't matter because your top 2 are still going to the 25-lap A main event. Yeah, if only I had the Power Plat's presentation logo, I would have been able to throw it up on screen. But yeah, you know, that's a nah, not going to happen because, well, you know, it only took you months and months to finally make the logo, and I'm still yet to receive it. So yeah, solid or sorry. Desmond Busby, Todd Hook, going to the show. Unfortunately, for third on back, it's time to pack it up and maybe come back next week if you choose to. B main number 2, which will be known as the C main, Casey Brunton, starts from position number 1. Jarrett Murphy out of position number 2. Dusty Ladner starts alongside Caden Jackson in the second row. Jordan Mahurda, Scooter Black. In row number 3, Stephen Dombrowski and Ronald Griffin, Josh Greenmalt, Cody Williams, Bryce Sheesby, Michael Schmel. And it won't really matter because there's only 9 cars. And your 9 cars are Brunson, Murphy, Jackson, Ladner, Dombrowski, Black, Griffin, Williams, and Sheesby. So just 9 cars. Yeah, I would have had it as a hotkey actuary. Literally took you 6 months to, even a little longer, 6 months to finally come up. So yeah, you know, we'll do a logo. Logo done in 10 minutes. You hate to see it, but you love to see some green flag action. Lap number 1 in B main number 2 is complete, and just like you've seen in the last one, it'll be 6 laps with the top 2 going through. Sheesby in the back of the bus right now. He's got a whole lot of work to do. Cody Williams crashing now in turn number 1 and 2. Again, we stay green flag action, and we will right up until the halfway stage of tonight's A main event. Love some good umpies. It's been a while since we've had a good umpy league here on Ultimate. Oh, hang on, no. We had the World of Thunder on Monday nights. Well, the ones that I covered anyway. The last time I covered umpies would have been the Summer Sizzle on a Tuesday night. So anyhow, we've got a good battle on between Brunson and Murphy. Brunson getting a little tight like a giraffe there in the middle of 3 and 4 and drifts up the racetrack. And Dusty Ladner, somewhat you could say, in a prime position right now to steal one of these transfer positions away, because it is going to get all sorts of tight right now between Jarrett Murphy and Casey Brunson. The white is out. 1 to go for your race leader. Brunson to the outside on Murphy again. Here comes Ladner. Will he go to the inside? Will he go to the slide job? He's going to throw it deep down into turn number 3. Who's going to get it out of turn number 4? Oh boy, Ladner Brunson. That was tight. That was a fantastic finish to your second B main, and unofficially, Jarrett Murphy is your winner from Casey Brunson with Dusty Ladner home in position number 2. Let's take a look at those official results coming up on screen. It is Murphy and Brunson going 1 and 2. Ladner misses out by a little over 1/10 of a second to Casey Brunson. And unfortunately, third on back. Well, it's a good night. Go and have yourself a James Rice as a can of Coke and a meat pie. Stop it. Why would you say that? Michael Lake will start out of position number 1. Jerry Flippo will start position number 2. Matt Selby from position number 3. Brendan Mounts out of position number 4. David Smith. Byron Meeks out of 5 and 6. Dominic Gordon along with Wesley Lester out of positions number 7 and 8. And they are the 8 cars that I can see on the racetrack. So there's no point going through 9 through to 16th. And I tell you what, Nick, that race was a classic. Eight cars, 6 laps, top 2. Who will it be? One more time, the final 6 laps of preliminary action. So there is essentially just 31 laps left of racing to go here at the Lernerville Speedway. Here comes Selby, 3 wide for the race lead. Flip on the outside, Michael Lake. Looking to wash the competition away, trying to drive off into the sunset here at Lernerville. Flippo trying to get back to the number 1 position. Selby, sure he'd be very disappointed at the moment by running in the 3rd position and knowing only the top 2 are going to be transferring from this one into the A main. Here comes Flippo down to the inside. Slide job. Nearly drives it off the racetrack. You might want to stay on because on track equals fast, especially around the Lernerville Speedway. Here comes Lake back to the inside looking for a slide job. Flippo checks up. Nice job there. A nice job there by Jerry Flippo. Just 2 to go as we work down into turn number 3 and 4. This time past your start finish line. Part of the Iracing flag and says, right, boys, you've got 2 to go. In B main number 3. Flippo will see the white flag coming out. There it is, Barney the Iracing flagman. He says, ha, let's go one more time before I'm going to bring the checkers out into turn number 3 and turn number 4. Your race winner, Jerry Flippo. 2nd will go to Michael Lake. 3rd at the line is going to be Matthew Selby. Brendan Mounts out in 4th. Byron Meeks home in position number 5. Wesley Lester in 6th. And David Smith in position number 7. So unfortunately, Selby going to miss out on tonight's main event. We'll look at those B main results coming up on your screen before quickly we go straight into tonight's feature event. Flippo and Lake go through to the show. Everybody else, well, it's time to say good night. From back to front, Michael Lake will start 16th. Casey Brunson will start position 15. Position number 14, it's Todd Hook. To the inside, Jerry Flippo, position number 13. Jarrett Murphy will start position number 12, and Desmond Busby in car 7 will start position number 11. Paul Hollander lines up at a position number 10. Trevor Fitz out of position number 9. Position number 8, Joshua Hessen. Position number 7, Austin Hunter. Position number 6, Alex Berger. Position number 5, James Starry. Position number 4, Brandon Holtmeyer. Position number 3, Randy Reesa. Position number 2, John Rosario Jr. And your pole sitter for the 25-lap A main event, driving car number 83, Kevin Van Horn. All right, just getting a nice cold beverage or beverage. Open up a nice cold bottle of water. The Iracing Champions League Super Nationals here at Lernerville, the UMP Modified, your A-Main. Who will take out the final round of the championship? We are live for 25 here at Lernerville. Kevin Van Horn will lead us off down into turn number 1 and 2. Slides up, Ruggiero now works it back to the inside. Randy Reese, though, a 3 wide momentarily out of turn number 2, but John Ruggiero Jr. will take over the number 1 position and will lead lap number 1. If you're wondering why it says 28, I'll explain that to you in about 11 and a half laps time. Ruggiero leads the way, 3 wide. Here comes Brandon Holtmeyer, car number 30. Holtmeyer, he says, yeah, okay, I'll go right to the middle. I'll take over 2 more positions, and I'll move to position number 2. James Starry in the 741 machine, working to the very inside of the racetrack. Look out, car 28. That's Kevin Van Horn. No, it's not. It's Randy Reese in the 28. Van Horn's in the 83. Here comes James Starry in the black, pink and white 741 machine, cutting the grass. It's not Jim, it's James Starry. It's close enough. Jim's mowing service right here at the Lernerville Speedway. Continue on 3 laps into the books. Hessen getting into the back of Berger. Austin Hunter now has moved up to position number 6. Still circulating 4 down. And what will be 24 laps left, 24 left on the ticker. Although there's only 21. Again, I'll explain it to you in about, I want to say 8 laps time. Ruggiero continues to lead the way from Brandon Holtmeyer. Kevin Van Horn still running in 3rd position. Randy Reese, Austin Hunter. I say Holtmeyer looks very quick right now. 6/10, make it 5.5 tenths of a second. Let's take a look at the last lap times by for these drivers. Holtmeyer was nearly a 10th quicker. He lost that 10th just then. Fastest car on the racetrack on the previous lap happened to be your race leader, John Ruggiero Jr. But again, look at Brandon Holtmeyer. He's going to gain a whole lot of speed and momentum and a whole lot of time this time by. I wouldn't be surprised if he picked up another 10th. In fact, he didn't just do 1. He got nearly 3/10 of a second quicker. And you can really start to see Brandon Holtmeyer closing in on your race leader. Van Horn still running in the final spot on the podium position. Oh, there goes Randy Reese off the racetrack. That moves Berger and Austin Hunter into positions number 4 and 5 right now. Hunter, who picked up last week's win. Pretty sure he picked up a win. He was definitely on the podium last week here at the Lernerville Speedway. No change for the race lead just yet. There's a change for 3rd position as Berger puts a slider there on Kevin Van Horn. And right now these drivers don't need to do anything silly because all they need to do is get to the half race distance knowing that there will be a competition caution. So in just 2 laps time, 3 laps time, we will see the competition caution coming out. And it's going to reset this field into what should be a single file restart. So at the moment, the race leader is John Ruggiero Jr. And he's just nice and comfortable out in front at the moment. We're about to see that yellow flag come out here in a few seconds time. Ruggiero leads the way at the end of the 12th lap. There it is, competition caution coming out. Now, this is the only reason. This is the only reason why the yellow flag comes out, and the only time we throw the yellow. Well, not we, but the only time Race Control throw the yellow at the Iracing Champions League is that just to bring the field and bunch the field back up so we don't get that stale one-line racing. And now, whatever happens from here on out, there will be no more yellows. They will race it out to the start-finish line. That is some good water. Nice, cold, refreshing beverage. A bottle of water. No, Nicholas, it's not a Fiji water either, so but don't be dissing the Fiji water. Alright, or I'll get Billy onto you. Or Bill Lay. Either. Look out. So we'll wait for the 1 to green signal. This time, right now, drivers have been given a warning, 2 to green. And then Barney says, okay, I'm going to switch the lights off. Race control, you're happy, I'm happy. The next flag you'll see is the green followed by the checker in what will be 12 laps time. No, Nicholas, no. This is called NU. It's NU, pure spring water. But I haven't had Fiji water in about 6 or 7 months actually. But yes, I do, and will always drink Fiji water. Here we go. We're back to racing with 12 laps left to run. Slide jump for the race, lead by Berger, but out comes John Ruggiero Jr. and Brandon Holtmeyer. Holtmeyer now down to the low side. Brandon Holtmeyer going to take over the race lead. One car off the racetrack hard. Look out into the billboards, into the grandstands, the pit area grandstands. One car went flipping wildly. I might be Randy Reese or even Trevor Fitz. Maybe it might have been. Ruggiero, will he lead that lap? Yes, he will, with 10 laps left to run. So essentially 15 down and 10 to go. Slider by Berger, trying to park it on the nose of the 44 machine of John Ruggiero Jr. Keep an eye on Austin Hunt. He's very good around the Lernerville Speedway. Berger back to the inside, but here comes Ruggiero Jr. once again, working 3/4 of the way up the racetrack. Now we turn it underneath Berger. Yes, he does. And now bringing Austin Hunt to Brendan Holtmeyer with him right now. Top 4 battle on screen. And what a race this is. This could get very interesting here in the final 8 laps. Slider by Berger again, but working to the inside goes the 44 for D1RT Racing. John Ruggiero Jr. Keep an eye on Austin Hunter. He's trying to find a way, trying to come up with a game plan to get by Alex Berger and John Ruggiero Jr. Brandon Holtmeyer running in the fourth position, I should say, at the moment. Again, just maybe sitting back and maybe waiting for one of these drivers to make the mistake, but they've all got a whole lot of experience in the real world and in the virtual world. That may not just happen just yet. Slider by Berger again. Ruggiero back to the inside. Good battle up front for the number 1 and 2 positions. Here comes Austin Hunter. He's now going to slide up. I thought he might have tried to park it on the snout of the black machine, the Alex Berger. Oh my. What a battle between Ruggiero and Berger. Berger back to the inside, looking to take back over the race lead. Holtmeyer trying to put the move there on Austin Hunter. Two lots of 2x2 battles right now. 4 laps left to go. Berger onto the race lead, and I doubt he's going to get run down from here. He's turned plenty of laps here on the Iracing.com service. And Ruggiero, he's got a whole lot of experience in these UMP modified. Just 3 laps to go, 1.5 miles around the Lernerville Speedway here in Saba, Pennsylvania. Has Austin Hunter got anything late in this one? 2 to go. The popsicle sticks are out. The next 2 flags you're going to see will be the white, followed by the check as Austin Hunter diving down low into 1 and 2 on Ruggiero. Couldn't do anything. White flag coming out for your race leader, Alex Berger. Looking to park this all black number 12 machine. Well, no numbers on the car, but looking to bring out the all black. Entry and park it into victory lane. Work in the back straight away for the final time. The Iracing Champions League Super Nationals here at Lernerville. Berger onto the low side. He'll drift up the racetrack. He will take the race win. John Ruggiero closely home in second. Austin Hunter in third, followed by Brandon Holtmeyer and Jarrett Murphy. Going to go +7 on the night and come home with a top 5 finish. So well done to your 16 drivers in tonight's feature event. We'll take a look at your official results. Confirmed your winner Alex Berger and John Ruggiero Jr. in second. Austin Hunter rounds out the podium. We'll hopefully chat to a number of those drivers in a few short moments' time. Good night, Nicholas. I'm getting back on in like 15 minutes. Just let me do this. Brandon Holtmeyer, Jarrett Murphy home in 4th and 5th, followed by Kevin Van Horn. Michael Lake, who was your hard charger tonight, in 7th position at a +9. Casey Brunson +7, home in position number 8. Desmond Busby in 9th. Randy Reeser rounds out your top 10. Joshua Hessen 11th. Jerry Flippo, Todd Hook 12 and 13th. Trevor Fitz 14th. James Starry in 15th. And Paul Hollander in position number 16. We'll go trackside here in just a few seconds' time. And we will chat to hopefully our podium drivers. In fact, I know we've got our runner-up. And you know what? Let's do things a little differently. Let's bring in our second place driver of John Rogerio Jr. John, mate, congratulations on second place. And, well, you almost had that one, but, I mean, second place, that's still not a bad result.
Yeah, not bad at all. I haven't been on iRacing in quite a while, so it feels good to get back on and be somewhat competitive. Just I didn't feel very comfortable running that top in 3 and 4, so for the time being, I felt pretty good running that middle, and then I think Alex was pretty fast up top, and obviously I just wasn't able to hold him off. But all in all, not a bad run. Yeah, it could have been a lot worse. So, yeah.
Obviously, the competition caution at the halfway stage. Do you think that obviously hurt you having the field bunch back up like you did, because at that stage you and Brandon, you guys were gone?
Yeah, I didn't realize this was the first time I ran a race with this series. I didn't know they did a halfway caution, so I just imagined somebody wrecked, to tell you the truth. I didn't even know it was a competition caution, but it didn't help. But then again, it's just part of it. Sometimes it helps some people, and sometimes it hurts them. So definitely didn't help me tonight, but it's just part of it.
Yeah, but look, well done on the second place. Before we let you go, of course, sponsor on this race car, people behind the scenes who makes this possible for you in the 44 machine.
Oh, yeah. First off, I want to thank you guys for the broadcast. It's a pretty cool deal. Thank the series that put that race together. D1RT Racing, everybody over there, Scooter, Trevor, Paul, Dusty, Dez, everybody. But I want to thank them and Eddie and just, Diggs for the setup. Yeah, can't complain too much. Haven't been on in a while, so hopefully I can get back going.
All right, mate. Well done on second place. We'll hopefully see you back next time, buddy.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
There we go. John Rogerio Jr., ladies and gentlemen, your runner-up here from tonight. We'll talk to your winner in caliber 12. It's Alex Berger. Alex, congratulations on the win here tonight in the Iracing Champions League Super Nationals here at Lernerville, and pretty much caps off a pretty good couple of weeks here at Lernerville for you in the UMPs.
Yeah, thank you, Brad. Yeah, it was a phenomenal season. Little Super Nationals there at Lernerville, and a lot of different cars. We did great. A couple races, we got behind a little bit, just unlucky a couple times, but we definitely have the speed. And tonight was by far the best night I had in UMPs in a long time. Car was sticking very good in the slick, and I don't know what else to say. It was really nice.
30-minute practice session before we went into qualifying, and by the time you guys went into qualifying, the track was pretty much black slick. It sort of only got worse. How did you sort of set your car up, to be so straight? Because you overdrive these things, you're gonna do one of two things. You're gonna go off the racetrack, or you're gonna spin the wheels too much.
Yeah, exactly. I try to go, really quickly over the setup, and I seen the track, especially in these super national races or the last couple of weeks. The weather has been pretty much the same every time, with a lot of wind pushing us off turn 3 and 4, and pulling us in 1 and 2. So qualifying line was a bit tougher for me. I was actually in a coaching session, so I couldn't get in the session quite early. I got in late, but I was able to do a few laps in and get my car dialed in, and actually it was very good. So I don't know what I did in the setup, but it was nice.
All right, well done on the win here tonight. No doubt you got some sponsors and some people you'd like to thank.
Yeah, absolutely, Brett. Thank you. Definitely Team EVR Esports, Rebecca, Jason, everyone that helps us out. Pit Logic, CSI Shocks, BNB Dirt Racing Simulators, Stucco and Joint Simon Gents, Redline Race Designs, CD Cinematography, Wraps and Stitches, and of course AVR Setup Shop. And you guys for broadcasting, you, Brett, and Iracing Champions League for putting this up with Darren there, allowing us to race during the week, and phenomenal league. It's fun to race with them.
Buddy, well done on the win, and we'll no doubt, I'm sure we'll see you back next week.
Thank you, Brett.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Alex Berger, your winner here tonight from the Lernerville Speedway in the Iracing Champions League Super Nationals with the UMP Modifieds, and that wraps up their Super Nationals here at Lernerville. No doubt they'll have something over the next couple of weeks. Again, on a Wednesday night, they'll start at 10:30 Eastern, where the server will open. It'll be in the hosted sessions, open to the first 60 drivers. If you want to have a chance at winning some money, all you've got to do is check out the Iracing Champions League website, register as one of their pro drivers, and you could be in the draw and in the chance to win some prize money let some of these drivers get back for each and every night, but also for a series like we've just seen here at Lernerville over the past couple of weeks. Until next time, big thanks to, of course, the Iracing Champions League, Darren Shenley, for putting on this this wonderful event. And no doubt we'll certainly see you back next time. I don't know when we're going to be back. I'm just going to say yes. So until then, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the management behind the scenes, I'm Brett Wheeler signing off, saying good night